It's funny. I'm going to echo what the other coaches are saying. It's the nightly grind. It's the unpredictability of results. So every weekend you show up, doesn't matter who you play against, you have to respect every game because you know the players are playing with a chip on their shoulders.
Francois Methot will lead the charge for the Rochester Junior Americans again this upcoming season. After a strong postseason finish, making it all the way to the Robertson Cup Semifinal Series, he dives into detail on what the Rochester Junior Americans are looking to do as they prepare for the third year in the North American Hockey League. On this episode of NA Now, Francois dives into detail on what the organization has been up to this summer.
Well, we were fortunate enough to go pretty deep in the playoffs and make an appearance in the Robertson Cup. So that took us to the end of May, and then the next week we got right into pre-draft camp, and then the draft coaches meeting after. So it's been a really short summer. The good thing is we have a lot of local players on our team, so I got to see them, train them in the summer, and some of them came in and out of town. And then we have our main camp. We had our main camp at the end of July. So it makes the summer just fly by. So it's just basically, reviewing our year, keep building on what we started. We're still a really young organization. So we're trying to tweak up, and now we're back at it.
Like you said, it was a huge year for the Rochester Junior Americans in your second season as an organization, clinching the East Division title and having a 39-12, 3-5 regular season record. Talk to me about the testament of that roster last year.
Yeah, so last season, the main thing for us is getting the right people in, and we realized that real quick when we first started the first year, and we made early tweaks. We favored character over talent. I know it's cliche, but it's such a long season that you almost have no choice to go with character first. And we lived by that. And then last year we got a little better at finding the right fit for us. And then from there, the guys just bought in. And we, as an organization, really are identifying what we're about, and we just live by it on a daily basis. And then when you identify that, it's easy to tack on new people in. So last year we built a roster accordingly, and we kept getting better through the year. Before Christmas, we were good, but we really hit our stride after Christmas, and the guys just stuck together through everything, the ups and downs, and then in the playoffs it was the same thing. It was the theme of the season. They were just a group that competed really hard, and then we had 24 minds that wanted to accomplish one goal, and then good things happened.
Absolutely. And with that playoff push last season, you got to a full 3-game set against the Bismarck Bobcats in the Robertson Cup Semifinal Series. What lessons did you learn from that series and that playoff push that you're hoping to carry into this upcoming year?
Well, the lesson I learned is that the level you have to get to win this cup is really high. So basically, and the other thing personally, going against Grant, he's an elite coach. I've said it in the past. I believe that. Rewatching those games multiple times, I saw some tweaks I could have made that I missed. So the lessons is personally, I just got to keep getting better as a coach. I think it's a growth mindset that all coaches need to have, and I learned a lot from that experience. It was the first time that we went there. And then as a team, we learned about what you need roster-wise. You really need a full roster. You need a the depth is crucial to make a long run because it's a long season. So if you're top-heavy and you rely on the same players, when you get to May, it becomes a real grind for these guys. And then you don't prep the depth of your lineup. And when you need it, they're not ready to go. So those are little things that, it's great. I really enjoy it. I mean, we did well. Obviously, you want to win the whole thing. So we're back on a mission this year, and it's the same thing. It's the fun part.
While still looking at that last season's roster, it featured 17 athletes securing NCAA commitments. What does it mean as a coach to see your roster really have those opportunities at that next level?
It's amazing. It's literally, and I heard some of the other coaches talk about this. It's truly what you do it for. To me, my career as a player is has been done for a while, and you look for purpose. And now living through these kids getting some success and getting these opportunities, it's really what we're doing it for. And sometimes it's tough love, right, during the season where you're hard on them, but it comes from a good place. And I'm really, really happy for the group, that we graduated and they're in college. And, a lot of these guys are keeping in touch, and it's the fun part. Even the O3s from a couple of years ago, still being in touch with these guys. And that's what makes this job really special.
Absolutely. And looking at your own experience, you played juniors, you also played at the professional level with the Rochester Americans. What does it mean as a coach to coach a team wearing the same colors that you once played for?
Yeah, it's next level. It's a great opportunity. I cannot ask for a better situation here. I mean, what we're building at our location here, we're adding a third rink, and really, we're not a new organization. We're just a new organization in this league, but. Chris O'Donnell, the owner, and we've started this about 10 years ago when I retired, and it was an empty rink. And now the Junior Americans, a youth organization, wear the colors. We brought that, and then we have about 60 teams. And then to bring that at this level and have the chance to coach it and surround myself by truly, Brian Gianta, who's been part of the Sabres and then the Amerks organization. And I have John Humphrey, Alyssa, Dave, Craig DeRemus. And then on the ops side, we have Cal. We just have a great group that really mirrors what the Rochester Americans are about, long tradition. So it's where I started, and I feel like I belong here. And this is the when your heart's into something, and this is what I truly care about. So it's a great honor, and then we just try to make it proud.
For yourself, what drives you as a coach?
Growth. So I think the game is an amazing game. I love how it's evolving, and I see it. To me, it's the way to get stimulated mentally. It's constant improvement, and I'm very, very passionate about it. I spend a lot of time on it. And when you see a little bit of result, when you bring new concepts to a group of players and they buy in, there's no more rewarding feeling. So it feeds on itself. So seeing a little bit of success, seeing the guys, appreciating and not having that line coach player, it's more of a partnership I have with this group, both the coaching staff and the players. It's what's driving me to really bring the best. And if I'm going to ask the players to execute on something or live a certain way around the rink, I have to walk the walk. And we're fortunate that we started from scratch and we're building our own. And this is really what's driving me.
I know you said character's a really big thing for the Rochester Junior Americans, but what makes the players in the North American Hockey League a little bit different than any other junior league out there?
Well, it's funny. I'm going to echo what the other coaches are saying. It's the nightly grind. It's the unpredictability of results. So every weekend you show up, doesn't matter who you play against. You have to respect every game because the players are playing with a chip on their shoulders. It's an older league, and they don't have that many years left to be able to get the NCAA opportunities. So what we push on them is, look, you never know which game you're going to be scouted, and you don't want to have a bad first impression. So if you put that together, they have to show up every night, every weekend. And most teams are the same way. Everybody plays to win. All the coaches are super passionate. It's a passionate league that takes pride in the commitments, the NCAA commitments. So we all show up. And so what makes it very, very special is every weekend is super intense. It's competitive. We're playing back-to-back against the same team. So the second night is always difficult. So it's worth it for the recruiters to come and watch because they're going to get a good product every weekend.
Looking at this upcoming season's roster, training camp is underway for the Junior Americans. What has impressed you the most with the athletes you've seen?
The quality of the individuals. We have a really, I feel like the group is really eager to be part of this, and that's almost, we take it as a compliment almost, because we graduated 18 players, so it's a brand new team. So our returners came back and they're ready for this season. The right attitude, they're leading the way on and off the ice. But the new players, the scouting staff here has done a really good job understanding what I'm about as a coach and what we're about as an organization and what sticks. So we really vetted every single players that came in. And what's impressive is, it's one thing to vet them. I'm seeing the product, and the guys are eager, they're coachable, they want to get on the same page really quick. So it's very encouraging, because I'm looking at how deep we're getting every year. And it's just a testament to all the hard work that's been done by scouting staff and player personnel to understand that piece and actually executing against it.
Absolutely. And with having those returners, how important is it to have them in the locker room and kind of lead the charge, especially on the culture side of things for the Junior Americans?
Yeah, it's massive. It's massive because there's a large turnover rate in this league. It's just because it's an older league. It's bound to happen every year, and bringing these character players back. Look, whoever sticks that long with us, they are part of the culture. It's not dictated by one person. It's all of us live by it, and the players that are here, they understand it. They understand it, and they're all in. So, and they want to bring those guys along. And the way I like to do it is, it's their locker room, right? They have to own it. And the returners have done an amazing job this week, getting the group together and off, away from the rink. And I can tell there's no separation within the group, right? Because it would be natural to get the returners to hang out together and then kind of work your way through that, but there's none of that going on. So the returners have done an outstanding job showing up ready on the ice, which is, the most important piece, but off the ice, bringing the other guys along and the other guys buying into it.
Absolutely. What are some of the main goals for the team as you look ahead for this upcoming year?
Yeah. So, I mean, ideally you always want to get better, right? So we lost in the semifinals. It's great, right? But we want to keep tweaking up. We want to keep getting better and get the next step. And if you don't start the year wanting to win a championship, right, I think winning is part of why we're doing this. So our goal obviously is to win the championship, but you got to start small, right? We have a really strong division. I can tell, every single team are very well coached, and I feel like everybody's getting better. So it's going to be a real battle within our division, and then from there you go per phase, right? You got to win season, then playoffs, then Robertson Cup. So we're going to focus on getting the guys on the same page first. The main goal for me personally, if I really go small on it, is last couple of years we really hit our stride after Christmas, 500 right before Christmas. So I'd like that to be a little shorter than 3 months. So that would be the number one goal, and then tweak as we go. And hopefully this year, as a bigger goal, would be to win the cup. And I think that's what we do it for.
Absolutely. And with the season quickly approaching, so does the greatest show on ice with the NA Showcase in Blaine, Minnesota. What are you looking forward to most with the Rochester Junior Americans, especially on the exposure side of things for these athletes?
Yeah, this is where you get all the players really get to know each other, right? They get real tight. But I cannot express how great it is for these young men to be part of this. First off, you have all the teams in the league that are there, so it's a great measuring stick to see where you're at, both as a team and individually. And then it's attended by a crazy amount of scouts, So for them, it's their first impression, and it's crucial for them not to get the red mark on the list, right? So every team has that same mindset. So you go there, and it's early in the season, and you get the best of all the teams. I mean, it's not perfect hockey wise, but the intensity certainly is. And it gives a really good taste for the players as to what the attention truly is from these colleges. And that's the goal. We're stepping stone for NCAA, and they get a real first in-person look and a taste of it, and it's the best experience they can hope for. The league also makes it extremely enjoyable for the players. It's very professionally run, so they're looking at a first class event that is truly unique in the sport. And the players, to be honest, they make the most out of it. They show up, they're eager to play, they're ready to play, and it's very competitive.
Absolutely. And to wrap up this interview, reflecting on last season, what was one of your favorite memories with the team?
The whole year. It's going to be a year I'm going to remember for multiple reasons, right? We had a really tight knit group, kids that had believed in us the 2 years before to just sign up to play for our organization, and we didn't even have a locker room yet, and they signed up to play for us, and then to build within 2 years to get to the Robertson Cup. And we had a lot of games that we came back from crazy deficits in games, and it's just a testament of how special the people were. And this is a group I'm not gonna forget, because yes, the hockey part is amazing, it's fun, but it's truly those connections that I made with the coaching staff, with the staff that are doing the operations, and the players. It's truly a special group that we had, and we went through an amazing season. So to me, the year as a whole is something that I can reflect on and be proud of, but also use it as fuel moving forward, because you want to have the same thing happen over and over again. So we're protecting that. I'm looking back, the whole year was enjoyable, but we want to keep going with the same approach.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Francois, for taking the time to chat with me today. We'll see you in a few short weeks at the NA Showcase.
That's great. Thank you.